Hey, what up, good people? I know it's been a minute. I am back. I'm going to continue to do these videos. I do apologize. There's been a lot going on as far as transition, but I wanted to encourage you guys. Something God been dealing with me about, and what He's sharing with me, I'm gonna share it with you. This will help you as well. Yesterday, a lot of things that kind of came up, and I was in the car. I was on my way to work. And God was like, learn to control your emotions in the face of adversity. A lot of times, your emotions, if not careful, can get the best of you. Your emotions are stem from your heart, which is pretty much the center of like your thinking, the way you behave, your ability to make decisions. One of the biggest things you don't want to do is make decisions when you are angry, when you are frustrated, when you are rubbed the wrong way, because a lot of times you going based on your feelings versus what the Spirit of the Lord done already told you, or what God done already shared with you to do. And because of something don't sit well with you, you jump at the first thing that you see, and a lot of times it be the wrong decision. So that's why it's important, man. Guard your emotions. Stop allowing circumstances and just life to overtake you, and then you consistently fall into depression. Then that leads to emotional eating, and then you eat based on emotions. When they say that you are what you eat, that's a true statement. If you actually go research this, the same neurons that you have in your brain that fires like faster than the speed of light is the exact same neurons that's connected to the lining of your stomach. So if you're not careful, a lot of times that's why fasting is good, fasting from food, because it clears and resets your immune system, but then it also it reprograms your emotions to where you're not so easily offended, or every time somebody says something is perceived the wrong way. Learn to guard your emotions. A lot of times too, some of y'all are emotional spenders. And then you wonder where your money done went because you don't know how to manage it, because you spend based on how you feel. And that's not smart. You want to be a good steward over your money. That's how your bank account can grow. If every time you turn around, you in a retail store because you want to feel better, you dishing your money away. You don't want to do that. And then you turn around and it seems like, oh, well, I don't have enough for this bill or something, because you're emotionally spending. You emotionally eat. Everything is based on your feelings towards something, and your feelings can be wrong. And if you are not careful, that's why the Bible says, guard your heart, guard your thinking, guard your how you feel about something, because out of it flows the issues of life. A lot of times, some of the very things you're going through, it ain't always the devil. Sometimes it's just you. You are your biggest hindrance because you allow your feelings to run your life instead of allowing God to guide you in this lifetime. So pay attention. And when they say guard, control, when you're guarding something, you're trying to manage it to make sure it don't slip off or get away. There's a lot of things that I could have just went off of the deep end about, but I had to be in a position to control how I felt at the moment. And when you do that and you take authority over the entirety or your inner being, you give God the ability to put his hands in your situation and allow things to work out, accordingly. And that's another thing. Just because things don't work out to your timeline doesn't mean God is not doing it. Sometimes we be so much in a rush and, man, I got to do this. I got to make this happen. This got to turn around. And why is this not going away? Because it's not God's timing. We hear something, God share a word with us, or we receive a prophecy and then go haywire. Sometimes the prophecy ain't meant for that same moment. Sometimes it ain't meant for the same year. It's just God taking something from the future tense and just sharing it with you so you can know exactly which direction to go to or to go in. So whatever the Lord told you, it's still going to happen. You just have to wait on his timing, on how he does things. Everything has a time and a season. Just like in the book of Ecclesiastes, I want to say it's chapter 3. Everything has a time and a season for something. And just because what you desire is not happening in your time is not the season for it. And then it can actually be the season for it, but you got to allow things to actually line up accordingly so you can walk through it. And it'll open in the right time, because if you go through the door prematurely, the same way the blessing came is going to leave quick. Or if you're late and you allow the devil to distract you, then you can miss the opportunity. So, man, you can take control and authority over your life based on guarding how you feel about things, guarding your response, how you deal with adversity, how you deal with other people. Because I know folks can get on your nerves. Sometimes you try to be, good to them, and you don't get that in return, that you don't get that reciprocated. And that's understandable. Even Paul said it. Paul said, if possible, live at peace with all men. Notice he said, if possible, because some people have a level of toxicity that's just is draining, and you have to distance yourself and love them people, from a distance. And that's cool. It's not saying you ain't praying for them. It's not saying that you're not helping them in the time of need if they ever need something. You just gotta, you just need to deal with you for right now. But one of the things we have to get in line, and this is myself included, we have to learn how to be emotionally stable. It's too many people walking around emotionally unstable. You're angry, you're sad, you're up, you're down, you're going from here to there, don't know if you're going or coming. Take control of that. You have to take control of that. Because if not, how you feel, and if you react on it, and if it's in a negative way, it shapes your whole world. It shapes your whole entire being. It's like a entryway to your way of life. And if you want a peaceful and productive life, guard how you feel and handle things. And now, if you just can't help it, and you just like drama and just want to, just live by the seat of your pants, I would hate that, because that's not the way to live, and that's not how God intended us to live. But guard how you respond to things. Guard how you respond to people whenever they get out of control. Because a lot of times, let me tell you something about this. A lot of times, people's response to you is basically them dishing their own insecurities out on you. Because don't get it twisted. People can see where you're going, and people can see exactly who you can be destined to be, or who God has you to be. And a lot of times, not even what you're doing now, your potential can threaten or cause somebody to look at their own deficiencies in their life. So when their insecurities begin to jump up, they'll project that on you. And then all of a sudden you become the problem. When in reality, if they would just kind of look within and see themselves and just deal with that, you don't have to sit up there and act ugly with everybody. But guard your emotions. Guard how you handle certain things. Like I said, God was sharing this all with me yesterday. And like I said, I wanted to just share this with y'all too. Because we all in this thing together, and we all trying to do better. We all trying to live better. We trying to be better. So I want to share this with y'all as well too. So I hope this bless somebody. I hope this help you. But moving forward, if you want your life to be different, shape on how, look at it in a different light. And if you want your world to shape in the right pattern, guard how you handle certain things. You ain't got to be angry about everything. You don't have to be mad or want to go off or snap, or every time somebody say something, you gotta get back. Oh, well, it's clapback season. No, I let God do my clapping. That's why a lot of times people think that I don't say much, or I don't handle certain situations, because I've seen the hand of God in so many different areas. I speak when I need to speak up. And then there's certain things I just sit back and I let God handle, because I'm not finna waste my energy trying to go back and forth with ignorant people. I love them, but I'm not finna go back and forth with you, because you're not worth it. But I'll still be praying for you, and I hope it all is well. I genuinely hope all is well. But let God do all that clapback stuff, because he's better at it than than anybody. He can do way more than I can do. So I don't even bother, unless it comes like to me personally, and then I deal with it accordingly. But you don't have to sit up there and respond to every single thing, every single circumstance or situation that comes up. Just let it be. Let it be. It's okay. God got you. But man, y'all be blessed. Take it easy. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing these probably once a week. I'm gonna attempt to, sometimes twice a week. You may get 2 videos in one day. Who's to say? However God lead me, that's what I'm gonna do. And that's another thing. Whenever God tell you to do something, do it. You're gonna have naysayers. You're gonna have people who don't agree with what oh, what the Lord showed me. No, the Lord didn't show you, because you were not in my conversation that I had with God. Keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. If God keep pricking you and pushing and tugging your heart and giving you 30 confirmations to do something, do it. And I'm talking to myself on that one too, because that's part of the reason why I'm even doing this video right now, is because he kept tugging me. He wouldn't leave me alone. I'm waking up early in the morning. He won't let me sleep. And because this is something that I'm supposed to be doing. And I have to get to it. So my prayers are with everybody. I love everybody. I hope everybody have a fabulous day, and y'all be blessed.